guys, how are you all getting on out there? Welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. I hope you're keeping well. I did know that you catch up on my live stream yesterday. I had two very special guests on the show, and my man McManus from McManus Gaming and McManus Sense. Check out his YouTube channels if you haven't already, guys. And the other man was Kyle Walsh Gunner. Check out his YouTube too, guys. We had a nice conversation all about all things Arsenal, what's been going on with the club. We're all old school gunners, to be honest. And we were discussing a lot of things, like I said, what's been going on at the club, the transfer market. Yesterday I did part one. This is part two. I'm going to be doing regular transfer daily live updates. So keep ahead of that, guys. When I'm not working, of course, I'm going to be putting in more effort. But it is the way it is. This is my second job as of now. I got monetized like about a week ago. So yeah. I need to talk to my man Arsenal Alex about that, of course. Big up my man Arsenal Alex. Big up his YouTube channel. Check him out on Instagram, Arsenal Alex and the number one. And I said his YouTube channel, of course, is Arsenal Alex. Check it out, guys. Also check out Pointers TV. Check out their channel, my man Stapes. Check out Northside London. Check out Warren's Team Talk. I mean, all top lads. Simple as that. I'm going to start again by thanking everybody for continuing support on my channel, all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that supported me, that pushed me towards monetization. Big mention from Warren's Team Talk. We're not in contact right now, but hopefully that will open up again. But big thank you to Warren, and check out his channel, Warren's Team Talk. And of course, last but not least, a massive thank you to, I'm just getting the messages, to Joanne. Massive thank you to Joanne for all her support. I appreciate it. As I said, I actually got monetized directly on the 4-year mark, which was strange. Something I never thought of at the time. There you have it, guys. Let's start anyway and get into transfer news. As we all know, of course, Alexander Lacazette had left Arsenal for Lyon. He's gone. He's out of there. It's as simple as that. The club that he started with, the club he was with before he came to Arsenal in 2017, he's gone back to join, signing a 3-year contract. Me personally, as I know the guys that were on my live stream yesterday that guested, Kyle and McManus, we're delighted he's gone. He never really had a career with Arsenal. He never really had a start. He never got going. And we're glad to see the back of him, as bad as that sounds. But that's enough about the lads. Myself personally, I'm absolutely delighted to see the back of Lacazette. His 6 goals last season didn't set the world on fire. And we've been paying him money for nothing. So it's good to see that drain on resources gone. We were getting no end product, no return. He's a striker. He wasn't scoring goals. So what was the point of him even being at the club? You know what I mean? He's gone anyway, out the gap. I, for one, am happy. Let him go with his pride and his respect. Thank you for everything, Alexander, but crap player. He did nothing for the club. Great to see the back of him. A nothing player. Not good enough to play for Arsenal. But a lot of the players at the moment aren't good enough to play for us. All right, let's get straight into the sports news. Let's see what's going on. 5 men arrested on suspicion of murdering football fan. Wow, a bit of a dark start there, guys, to the football news, but I'm going to cover it anyway. Simon Dobbin. 5 men arrested on suspicion of murdering football fan Simon Dobbin, who died 5 years after an attack in 2015. Oof. He was left with permanent brain damage after being set upon on his way home from a game in Southend in March 2015. A Cambridge United fan. He was left unable to walk or talk and required round-the-clock care. He died 2 years ago. Yeah, obviously, there's been a direct link between Mr. Dobbin's death and the injuries he sustained, Essex police said. Yeah, of course. That goes without saying. It is with a heavy heart that Cambridge United can confirm we have received the devastating news that Simon Dobbin sadly passed away at home this morning. Sweet dreams, Simon, forever you. Yeah, but he died obviously like 2 years ago, 5 years after the attack. The five suspects, aged 27, 30, 34, 39, and 45, were arrested on Friday morning at addresses across the south of the county. They are all being held in custody and will be questioned on suspicion of murder. Wow. They're screwed. And that's all it was about it, guys. Pardon my French. Rest in peace to the big man. But that big case is coming up. Transfer Centre Live, all the latest news. Nketiah on Arsenal's release list, but talks ongoing. Yeah, he's not good enough to play for the club either, to be honest. And big up my man Eddie Nketiah, man. You know what I mean? But he's not good enough to play for the club. It's as simple as that. So it's best he leaves. That's how we see things. It is what it is. Let me just try to change the Wi-Fi there. Because she's jiggling and alright, hopefully that should run a bit better. I have two Wi-Fi connections here at home, so I switch between both. But hopefully that should work a little bit better now. Okay, let's get straight into it. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah, of course, like we'd sent on his Eddie Nketiah. He's on Arsenal's release list, but there's talks ongoing over a new contract. He's expressed the desire to play regular first team football, and Mikel Arteta wants to convince him his future lies at the Emirates Stadium. The 23-year-old ended the season strongly with 5 goals in his last 7 Premier League games. He has been offered a new contract. Arsenal have announced their retained list ahead of the 2022-23 season, with striker Eddie Nketiah currently in talks over a new contract. Nketiah ended the season strongly with 5 goals in his last 7 Premier League games, as the Gunners fell short in their bid to secure Champions League qualification. The 23-year-old expressed a desire to play regular first-team football, and Mikel Arteta wants to convince him his future lies at the Emirates Stadium. Alexander Lacazette rejoined Lyon this week on a free transfer, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang departed the club for Barcelona last January. Wow, was it really January that Aubameyang went? It seems like yesterday. That's crazy. That doesn't seem that long ago. Bear with me here. Football story. Let's see. All right, let's see. Just a second, guys. Bear with me here. I'm just checking something, all right? Just 2 seconds. to be the manager of Paris Saint-Germain. That would be absolutely crazy if that happened. I mean, Zidane has been a fantastic player. Fantastic. That would be really something interesting. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that would really put PSG on the mark. That would really put PSG back in the big time if they had him as manager. Yeah, he's to manage PSG. All right, guys, and I'm doing a two-way video now. Zinedine Zidane has reportedly agreed in principle to become manager of Paris Saint-Germain. That means, of course, that Mauricio Pochettino would be leaving the club. Zidane was in Qatar. He's flown all the way to Paris. So he has agreed in principle to take over at the club. Wow, fantastic manager. All the Champions League titles he won at Real Madrid. An incredible coach. Absolutely fantastic. He has no rival, in my opinion. He's an amazing, amazing manager. So it is what it is. I'll be absolutely delighted about it, to be honest. It's a good thing for him. It's a good thing for football. I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm a fan of Zidane's. And I think, yeah, the only way is up, to be honest, if that is the case. Let me just check it on the news stories, guys, and talk about it a little bit. But if Zidane does go to PSG, that would be some move for them. I mean, the man is just like God. You know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. PSG push for Zidane. His relationship with Real Madrid is strained. Yeah, of course. PSG push for Zidane. Let me just see here. Right. With the French coach having agreed in the past that he wants to coach Le Bleu. Offer and control. Zidane's potential arrival at PSG has nothing to do with Mbappe's renewal. The financial offer and the possibility of taking over a project that offers him control are the factors that could lure the three-time Champions League winner to PSG. Other potential suitors have emerged, but the Qatari owners are believed to favour Zidane. His Paris, his Marseille and Real Madrid past are said to have prevented him from joining PSG. However, his relationship with Los Blancos is now strained. Zidane's complicated relationship with Real Madrid. He departed last summer. A certain estrangement has been noted in regard to his relationship with Los Blancos. The The Frenchman celebrated on social media accounts after Real Madrid's victory in the Champions League final, but that's as far as he went. In fact, during the season, there has been no contact or response from Zidane to messages received, including some from Carlo Ancelotti. Real Madrid fans feel hurt if Zidane joins PSG, but the French coach is a professional who sees the Parisian club as a good option. Years ago, Zidane became an ambassador of the 2022 Qatar World Cup bid. At the moment, he has no further links with Qatar beyond the occasional commercial appearance, as Adidas remain his main sponsor. Interesting stuff coming out there, guys. To be honest, as a player, he was just unbeatable. As a manager, he has been equally unbeatable. An incredible player, an incredible manager. I'm a big fan of Zinedine Zidane's. I mean, this man has no equal, in my opinion. He is just a top class player and coach. He is an amazing individual. And he's been out of the spotlight for a while. It looks like he's going to come back. His record speaks for itself. I mean, say no more about it. French president attempts to repeat Kylian Mbappe trick with Zinedine Zidane. Zidane agrees in principle to manage PSG. Maurizio Pochettino on the brink of sack with Zinedine Zidane flying to finalise PSG deal. It's a done deal, guys, if that's the case. Maurizio Pochettino on the brink of the sack with Zinedine Zidane flying to finalise PSG deal. After just 18 months at the Parc des Princes, Maurizio Pochettino is set for the chop, with PSG eyeing a swift move for 3 times Champions League winning manager Zinedine Zidane. What a coach. Zinedine Zidane is on course to become PSG's next manager. Maurizio Pochettino is reportedly said to be axed as PSG boss, with ex-Real Madrid manager Zinedine Zidane waiting in the wings to be installed as his replacement. Interesting stuff there. I mean to say, it's very interesting. McMahon is gaming in with a comment. I would, absolutely, without a doubt. Matt tuning in again on my live stream. How are you getting on, man? I hope you're keeping well. Zidane is a Marseille fan, though, I think. Yeah, it is. He's a Marseille fan. He played for Marseille, I believe. He comes from Marseille. That's where he was raised in France, in Marseille. But to be honest, I think honestly he could go. In my opinion, I think he could go to PSG. I think it looks on the cards. But yeah, let me know what you think about it, man. Thank you for tuning in. If you could play one of my playlists, I would appreciate it. Let my playlist run for a couple of hours. I would appreciate that very much. Like this video, of course, and comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. All right, guys, let's get back to the whole Zidane thing. McManus came in, yeah, saying bring him in. It's not like things can get any worse, honestly. He's very good at organizing, tactically strong. He knows what time it is. He's a very good coach. I would accept him in a heartbeat, no doubt about it. What more can I say? Of course, he failed to deliver the Parisians' inaugural Champions League trophy, throwing away the quarterfinal chance against Real Madrid in dramatic style. Yeah. Pochettino managed to break his trophy hoodoo across the channel as PSG recorded triumphs in the Coupes of France and Trophy de Champions campaign before romping to the League One title this season. The 3 feats will not be enough for him to keep his job. Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo stated Pochettino has taken his seat in the Parc des Princes dugout for the final time. Ex-France captain Zidane will be appointed his successor. The report claims the 49-year-old Real Madrid man is travelling to Qatar to meet the owners and finalise the remaining details of his contract. He has done that, guys. He has an agreement in principle to join PSG, to be their coach, to be their manager for the coming season. He's already now after flying in on his way to Paris, believe it or not. So now he's on his way to Paris. That's all. Sir Pochettino, in fairness. But The deal is anticipated to be announced tomorrow, with Zidane's phenomenal success in the Champions League at Madrid a deciding factor in his installation. The Frenchman is also the idol of starman Kylian Mbappe, though it is unknown if Mbappe's newfound influence within the club has had any impact on the upcoming appointment. Pochettino has already teased his dismissal via a cryptic post on his Instagram story. The ex-Tottenham boss published an image of himself holding the League One trophy to 677,000 followers. The photo is now believed to be a farewell message to supporters. It is what it is. Despite constant rumours of the sacking, Pochettino has previously commented he was calm in the situation and had expected to see out the remaining year of his contract. I have 1 year left on my contract, and there are a lot of rumours. Every week I am fired. PSG arouses this kind of thing. The club is trying to reinvent itself. The president will soon explain his new project, but I'm calm. To get there at PSG, you have to be a good coach, and after a year and a half there, I feel like one of the best. To lead a locker room with so many stars was a daily learning experience. We were very close to knocking out Madrid, like Chelsea, City, and Liverpool. We went through it. I think we were superior, but we missed the finishing touch. If the objective is to win the Champions League, it is normal to generate this kind of storm. That is true, but you can't tell me he's not worried with Zinedine Zidane's name being mentioned, because Zidane is just, who wouldn't be more concerned about Zidane coming for their job? Let's be honest about it. Zidane is an incredible manager. All right, let's see. All right. Marseille is the club of my heart, so says Zidane. Zidane to take PSG job despite growing up in the stands watching first rivals. It means Zidane expected to take over as the manager of Paris Saint-Germain despite being a lifelong Marseille fan. But the big boys come calling, huh? You can't say much to deny it, and he really wants to do more with his career, Zidane. He's an incredible player, an incredible manager, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, to be honest. Okay, looks like I'm back. It keeps freezing. But there you go. I'm doing a live stream, guys, a double live stream at the moment. So yeah, big up myself for that. Let's get back on it. Zidane was in attendance at the Monaco Grand Prix. Pochettino's time as PSG boss is set to come to an end. If Arsenal could go for him, I would be absolutely delighted. No doubt about it. According to Mundo Deportivo's Raymond Fuentes, Zidane is travelling to Qatar to finalise the agreement, with formal completion expected by tomorrow. However, Zizou would be taking up the job at the French champions despite his love for long-standing League One rivals Marseille. In 2017, while he was still Real Madrid manager, Zidane revealed his love for the city he was born in. He told Europe1.fr, "Marseille is the club of my heart. It is good to see Marseille coming up slowly and beginning something It is good to see Marseille coming up slowly and beginning something special, but it is a long-term job. I was in the stands when I was little. Marseille is Marseille. This is my city." Zidane, 49, won an unprecedented 3 back-to-back Champions League titles while manager of Real Madrid between 2016 and 2018. After less than 1 year away, he then rejoined Los Blancos in March 2019 and was in charge until June last year. Meanwhile, PSG have repeatedly tried and failed to win the Champions League, under various managers, including current Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel, who guided them to the 2020 final. This year they were knocked out by Real Madrid despite holding a 2-0 lead going into the final 45 minutes of the tie. Pochettino has endured a tough time at PSG since taking over from Tuchel. He failed to beat Lille to the League One title in his first season in charge, but did reclaim it last season. However, his failure in the Champions League cast a huge shadow over him while he has been unable to step out. Of. PSG superstar Kylian Mbappe, who recently snubbed Madrid to sign a new deal in Paris, is said to idolise Zidane, who won France's first World Cup in 1998. Alright, I'm going to wrap this one up, guys, here. Thank you to everybody for tuning into my live stream. Like this video for me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Hit the thanks button as well, guys, at the bottom, and donate a little bit of money to the OSG. This is my part-time job. I also have a full-time job. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace. Alright. Second there, guys, just uploading one of the videos I was doing. But yeah, Zinedine Zidane to PSG, it looks a real possibility. No doubt about it. We'll have to see what happens there. But it looks a real possibility. Breaking news, Zidane will be the new coach of PSG. The French coach is saying to Qatar to close everything. Zidane agrees PSG deal. Real Madrid keen on Reece James transfer. Liverpool in official $85 million Darwin Núñez offer. Mauricio Pochettino is set to be sacked by PSG, with Zinedine Zidane taking over as manager of Paris Saint-Germain. Interesting stuff, guys. It is what it is. The former Real Madrid boss is said to be travelling to Qatar to finalise terms on a deal to take charge of the Parc des Princes. Meanwhile, Real Madrid and Man City are reported to be interested in Chelsea's Reece James. The Blues right back has 2 years left on his contract and is said to have not yet been approached with regards to a new one. And Liverpool have reportedly offered $68 million up front, rising to $85 million with ads-on for Darwin Núñez. Rivaldo. Brazilian perfect for Richarlison. The Everton has been linked with the Emirates after its exploits in helping the Toffees beat the job last season. And Rivaldo feels it could be a signing that suits Mikel Arteta's team too. Speaking in his role as Betfair ambassador, the former Barcelona star said, "This could be a big summer for Richarlison. He looks set to leave Everton with several big clubs interested, and Arsenal looks a good option for the forward. The Gunners have Edu as their director, and after working with Tite until 2019, the ex-Arsenal midfielder knows Richarlison very well from the Brazilian national team." Well, Edu, say no more about that clown. Joining a club that fights near the top of the Premier League could be important for Richarlison after a tough season with Everton, which was crucial to saving the club from relegation. If If he gets a big move, he will have a better chance of becoming a first choice forward for Brazil at the World Cup in Qatar. All right, guys, I'm just going to head down and check out my washing to see is it dried, and I'll be back in a minute. Myself, I was something to be. Okay, that good. So I wrote that. I was just trying to organize something for my channel there. He's flown all the way to Paris. He's flown all the way to Paris, so he has agreed in principle to take over at the club. So it looks like that is going to. He's flown all the way to Paris, so he has agreed in principle to take over at the club. So it looks like that. All right, I'm back, guys. But yeah, it looks like Zidane is going to be PSG manager. He's looking to get back into it, guys. Big news story there. Let's keep you on top of that. Eddie Nketiah leaving Arsenal, it looks like. Not really a big deal, to be honest. When you consider he didn't do much for the club, to be honest. Not a big deal. Arsenal transfer rumours. Arteta has 100 million to spend. That's not much money in the scheme of things, guys. Let's be honest about it. So it's going to become a little bit tricky for us, I believe. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with that one. But it's definitely going to get a little bit tricky. No doubt about it. But yeah, guys, it is what it is. The assembled afternoon. How are you doing? I'm good, man. How are you doing? It's my second transfer, 2 days running. I have the day off today, so I have a little bit of time to do a little something, doing a bit of housework. Have the day off, washing some clothes, and feeding a bit of feeding a few of the beasts on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it is what it is, man. I want to thank you first of all, the assembled, for always coming in, giving your comments, being active, proactive with my channel. I have become monetized just in the last week. I'm still setting up the last few bits of the monetization process, but I have actually been monetized. So I'm absolutely delighted about that. When I started my channel 4 years ago, that was never even that wasn't even a thought in my mind. Obviously, I'm doing the channel for Arsenal Football Club, and I couldn't care less about anything else, whatever comes from it. If I become successful enough and make a little bit of money, well and good. If I don't, who cares? This is about Arsenal Football Club. That's why I have the channel. That's all there is about it. I just want to say that. News coming in that Zinedine Zidane has agreed in principle to become manager of Paris Saint-Germain. Maurizio Pochettino says he's not worried. To be honest, I would be. It's as simple as that. The assembled, not surprised at our guaranteed fourth turning into fifth. Yeah, me either. I could see it from a long way off that we were going to get into trouble, that we were going to come unstuck, that there was going to be difficulties, this, that, and the other. And that's the way it has worked out. Make no mistake about it. It is what it is, you know. What I had come anyway, I see it coming a long way off. And when we let Aubameyang go in January on a free with no replacement for him, the goals that another striker could have scored, albeit he wasn't playing well, he didn't want to be around the club anymore. But we should have had somebody else come in and actually be ready to replace him instead of what happened. It just destroyed us completely in our push for fourth place. We lost the striker. We had no replacement. We tried to make do with Eddie Nketiah. Some players scored goals from the midfield, but it wasn't anywhere near close enough to get us across the line for fourth. I knew straight away that we weren't going to do it. I knew we were going to lose the Spurs game. The Newcastle game surprised me. I'm not going to lie. But I knew from a month that we were going to lose the Spurs game. Simple as. So we'll have to see what happens. But that's the way I see things. Losing the Spurs game was an absolute disaster. But like I said, it wasn't unexpected in my opinion. I knew it was coming. I knew they were going to turn us over. It's as simple as that. But let me know what you think now of the whole Alexandre Lacazette situation. Eddie Nketiah looks to be leaving. Lacazette has already gone back to Lyon. Just like that, he's gone. New season is approaching. It won't be long until the new season starts. I mean, a little over 2 months. So we got to be prepared. We've got to be ready. We've got 8 weeks. And we're a mess. As soon as possible, and we need to bed them in. Waiting 2 or 3 weeks into the season to actually get things going. We need to do it now. We need to do it yesterday. You know what I mean? It's later than we think. This malaise surrounding Arteta and Edu and why they're not doing more about it. I've now read that Arteta has 100 million to spend. That's peanuts. That's pocket change. So we know what to expect, Arsenal fans. Kroenke is doing absolutely nothing to support or finance the club. So we can just imagine what's going to happen there. We're on a hiding to nothing next season. Look, something to say, guys. 100 million. I want to get you across the road in today's market. So I honestly don't know what we're going to do. It is concerning. I'm not going to lie. And it's going to be a real wake-up call. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. But we'll have to see how it goes, yeah. But my own opinion, we're in a lot of trouble. The assembled, our improved defence conceded more than last year, and our attack is at least 20 goals short of being competitive. Never mind, Nketiah is on 100 grand a week, and we will recover that attacking deficiency. Yeah. This thing of him having fixed the defence. we only conceded four less than Burnley. I think they got relegated, or they were in a relegation dogfight. They only conceded four more than us, so a relegation team. So how could he have improved the defence? I mean, we don't actually have the quality in the defence. That's the problem. And the thing is, when you get used to a situation like this, and it's forced upon you, like it has been forced upon Arsenal fans. Last season, last summer, in the transfer window, we were grabbing at straws, clutching at straws. Oh, Ben White, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Ramsdale, we'll have a bit of that. But really deep down inside, Ramsdale is a great player, but Ben White, centre defence. I mean, Gabriel has put in a shift, Ben White not. Tommy Yasu or Tommy Cafu, as to talk to him, not good enough. I'm not even going to get started on the midfield, but we're talking about the defence here, my friend. The defence was completely at sixes and sevens. We got destroyed by Newcastle. We got destroyed by Crystal Palace. We got destroyed by Spurs. Um, when it came down to it, when we had a chance to get fourth, we didn't produce anywhere near the quality or the resilience or the fight that is required to get the job done. Nowhere near. Not a chance of it. So for me, honestly, it was very disappointing that we didn't get fourth, but I saw it coming from a long way off. Anybody that actually believed that we had a chance of getting fourth, I feel sorry for them because we got absolutely massacred. Sorry about that noise outside there. I'm living with a few animals. But it is what it is. Now, the situation we find ourselves in, Arteta has been told he has 100 million to spend. That's not much. I mean, we threw away a lot of money last season. We spent more money than any other Premier League club last season. We spent more money than any other Premier League club, believe it or not. And where did it get us? There was no improvement. Arteta said we overachieved last season. I'd like him to explain how he sees that. Where did he get that from? We overachieved. Who's he trying to convince? Who's he trying to impress? How did we overachieve? We had a chance at fourth. We came fifth. So fifth place and winning nothing and being crap all season is overachieving. I don't understand where he's coming from. We won nothing. We didn't win a trophy. Nothing. Zero. So how did the team overachieve? I don't quite understand where he's coming from with that. I'm sorry, I can't get my head around it. Try to understand him. Of course, all the plastic fans, the Arteta sexuals, all of these morons that were around before I started following, that were around after I started following the team, they honestly don't know what they're talking about. These muppets. And him coming out with this outlandish comment, absolutely outrageous, the team overachieved. Explain to me how. We didn't win the Champions League, and we didn't win the league, and we didn't win the Carabao Cup even, and we didn't win the FA Cup. So explain to me, how did we overachieve? By qualifying for the Europa League? Is that how we overachieved? That tells you a lot about the man's mindset. I'm honestly concerned heading into the new season. I can't lie. Wenger signed Elneny and Xhaka, both weren't good enough then, so in his wisdom he had re-signed both of them. I didn't wonder why the midfield is a problem. Our midfield is a massive problem. A massive, massive problem. The games are won and lost in the midfield. And with Xhaka there, I mean, and him being given a new contract, Arsenal rewarding failure, Holding the central defender getting a new contract, Xhaka getting a new contract, Elneny, Arteta himself getting an extended contract of another 3 years. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand how we can be like that. Honestly. Seriously. I mean, say no more about it. Honestly. Right, just bear with me there, guys, a second. Greece and Venezuela. I hope you're having a nice day so far. All right. Sorry about that. There, I wasn't. Sorry about that. There, I wasn't tuning. Yeah, man, I'm monetized. I've got ads in front of my thing, but I want to talk to you at some point, yeah, because like, I just want to know your experience of the whole monetization process and how it begins. Um, my they're being monetized, but I kind of need to set up like I think I need to make like $100, and then the rest of the monetization features turn on. There's also talk that I have to send in like tax declaration or tax form. So I just want to know how that worked out for you. And obviously, any advice you can give me would be more than grateful because you've been through the whole monetization process. You know what it's like. I just want to learn from you basically. And if that's okay with you, Alex, I want to pick your brain. But yeah, I picked up your channel at the start of the stream. I mentioned like at least 10 Arsenal channels. But this is the man I was talking about, guys. Arsenal Alex. That is his YouTube handle. Please like his videos. Please subscribe to his channel. And if you subscribe, make sure you click on the notifications bell. And comment in the comment section below. And let him know what you think of his uploads, of his content, of his videos. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do us a favor. He also has an Instagram channel. An Instagram account. It's Arsenal Alex and the number 1. That's his Instagram handle. This is his YouTube channel, of course. This man was present for a lot of the protests at the stadium. I don't know if there are going to be any more protests coming up, Alex, but if there is, let me know, and I'll be there. Simple as that. Thank you for that, Alex. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I put in a lot of hard work, maybe from the end of 2020 to this point. So yeah, I put in a serious shift. At one point, I remember I was going 8 hours a day, constantly, every day. So I put in a real effort. I jacked it up. I went for it. Not to edit out exactly, man. But Alex has been uploading a lot of content recently, guys, on his channel. So make sure to check that out. Video after video after video. Of course, now Alexander Lacazette is gone. It looks like Eddie Nketiah is going to be gone. And you saw the news now, Alex, today. A lot about Zinedine Zidane going to PSG. But the actual news regarding Arsenal, Arteta has been given 100 million to spend. 100 million want to get you across the street. And we're on our 2 forwards. And we have midfield problems. And we have defensive problems. And he's been given 100 million. Think about that now. 100 million. It's not going to get you across the street. It's not enough money. Nowhere near enough. Zidane, I would love him. Yeah, if he came to Arsenal. No, he's going to Paris Saint-Germain by the looks of things, but yeah. He was involved in the Qatar bid for the World Cup. And of course, the Qatar people, the Qataris, are actually the owners of PSG. So now they want him to be manager of the club. He had a meeting with him, I think, yesterday in Qatar. And he's on his way back to Paris as we speak, if not in Paris. So he flew back straight away. Pochettino is saying he's not worried. He's cool about things. He doesn't think he's going to be replaced. But me, myself, I think he would be. Big up, Dave. I'm driving a hen party on a bus at the minute. I've stopped a few minutes, so I'm tuning in for a couple of minutes. You're funny, man. Oh, man. Send me a couple of photos on Instagram. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Big up yourself, too. I'd say you're having a bit of fun on the bus. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, Kyle, man. Kyle is driving a hen party, I swear to God. That'd be the job for me, man. Anyway, that would be you're actually getting paid for that, like. You're getting paid for that, to drive a hen party. Jesus, they're actually paying you for that. That's a perk of the job, I suppose, Kyle. That's a perk of the job. We all can't be as lucky as you, I suppose. Yeah. When I'm working in a hotel, I have contact with people at least. I see my share. Yeah. It is what it is. Huh? I changed my chewing gum. But yeah, I've been feeling a little bit tired today. I need to take a little bit of a rest, I think, at some point. But yeah, it is what it is, man. But Kyle, you're my hero. I just want you to know. Driving a hen night, isn't it, on the bus? Driving a bunch of hens. I mean, that is sickening. Kyle Walsh Gunner, big up Alex Topman. I'm sure you have subscribed to each other's channels, guys. I hope you have. We should all do some kind of collaboration at some point. We all collaborate first on Kai's channel, then we collaborate on Alex's, and then we collaborate on mine. Then everyone benefits. We should get a lot of us involved in it. A real live stream and go hell for leather. The assembled Arsenal would never bring Zidane to manage. He'd laugh at the standard of some of Arsenal's so-called players. Yeah, he would. Our so-called top players, yeah. Arsenal, Alex, yes. Dave, bus driver, best jobs, mate. Lots of perks. Yeah, when you're driving a bunch of hens around the town, anyway. That's for sure. But yeah, lots of perks, man. Hotel job is actually not too bad either, you know. Kyle Walsh, love to do that, Dave. Yeah, we should organise a couple of collaborations, guys, a couple of live streams. You can all come on. Like a little collective. Support each other's channels. They would definitely help, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. But definitely your channels out there, like Kyle, the collaboration we did yesterday, yourself, myself, and McManus. Both you were spitting facts and you were spitting truth, and it warmed the cockles of my heart, as we say in Ireland, to hear it. I watched actually your videos with Del Boy and stuff, and the two what did he call them? Del Boy with the camera, he was like that doing it, and he called it two guys behind him the two flutes that were complaining. And he called them flutes. That was funny. And they were getting bolshy, like they were getting cheeky. But he's no shrinking violet himself. In fairness, he wasn't bothered. But yeah, they should be a bit more respectful of other people's opinions in the stadium. If he's Stephen Kenny out, he's Stephen Kenny out. Talking about Irish football here now, Alex, but the current manager, Stephen Kenny, is underwhelming. To say the least. So it's Ted out. He's not covering himself in glory, like I said last night. They are my exact words. But big up to Del Boy for manning up, standing his ground. But in fairness, Kyle, he did have you standing next to him. I'm not saying, that's all I'm going to say. Safety in numbers. You were there too. And you're a big man. I seen you in the video. You're a big man, a strong man. Not that Del Boy can't handle himself, but you're a big man, Kyle. And at the end of the day, man, muscle counts for something. Just having a big guy there. You know what I mean? They can push and shove. So it is what it is. But yeah, next time I told him he should bring me because I've got a bad temper and I carry it all day long. So want to try me? Let's see. I'm not a small man myself, so you know what I mean. This is all real, guys, natural. But yeah, those Muppets at the stadium, man. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's go back to some of the transfer news. Arsenal transfer news and rumours 2022. Is Nketiah staying at Arsenal? He's been announced. They've announced their retained list ahead of the 2022 with current striker Nketiah in talks of a new contract. Nketiah ended the season strongly with 5 goals in his last 5 games as the Gunners fell short in their bid to secure Champions League qualification. The 23-year-old has expressed desire to play regular first-team football, and Mikel Arteta wants to convince him his future lies with him. That is Arteta in a nutshell, convincing players that aren't good enough to the detriment of the player's career that their future lies at the Emirates Stadium. Of course, he wants to convince all the players of that because he knows he doesn't have money to bring in other players. What a muppet. Sorry about the bad music in the background there, guys. Arsenal Alex, I've just been for a 3-mile run. Wow, we're getting fit, man, huh? I should actually join the gym and do some kind of fitness myself. But yeah, 3-mile run, no joke, no joke. When I was working at the hotel, maybe I think a week ago, like during the Jubilee, 2 women got up early in the morning and they wanted porridge. So I got them porridge for their breakfasts. I ordered it from the kitchen. They were going to go on a 100-mile cycle out to Chelmsford. Honestly, they were fit, yeah. They were slim. I mean, there wasn't a pick away on them. They were top fit. You know what I mean? I was thinking to myself, I'd love to see them in the shower, but they were top fit, not a pick away on them, in great shape. I mean, I would have loved to see them naked, but I'm not going to lie, it is what it is. But 100-mile cycle they were going to go on at that time in the morning, first thing. Oh man, 100 miles. Jesus. Anyway, it is what it is. Arteta is to see you next Tuesday. Exactly. Convincing all of the players, well, I think you keep yourself fit, huh? Yeah, yoga. You do keep yourself fit, huh? It's good for flexibility. All around fitness, yeah. Home workouts every day or other day. It's good. It's good to do that, yeah. If you have the space. I don't have any space here now at the moment, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully at some point we'll have a bigger place to live and things will be a little bit easier. Starting out in London is not easy. But anyway, it is what it is. We live in hope. We live in hope. The search continues. Fitness vital, man. Yeah, it is. Vital to life, yeah. Vital to life. Vital to your health. Vital to your life and vital to your health. I was actually fitter when I was living in Venezuela for those 6 months because I used to get up every morning and do exercise and fitness. And I mean, it was warm out there sometimes, you'd get in and work out too. I wouldn't go out at the warmest time because that was just, you could die out there. But I used to get up at like 6:37 in the morning and go out. You know what I mean? And do fitness. So it is what it is, There's a little bit of weights then back at the house just to keep my mind, pepped, keep myself motivated. But obviously I was looking forward to getting out of Venezuela after a while because, you couldn't go anywhere and do much really because of the safety concerns in the country. Everything was kind of just locked down, so you couldn't really do anything. Not because of COVID, because of the life there. So yeah, in the end I was delighted to fly back out it, fly out of the country and get back to Europe because it was a real disaster. But yeah, it is what it is. That's me spitting some truth. It is what it is. I'm just going to wrap up this live stream there, guys. I'm going to watch a bit of Netflix. Thank you to everybody for tuning into my live stream. Big up yourself, Alex, man. Keep fit, man. Keep strong. And yeah, we can meet up at some point soon, yeah. When the opportunity arises. I'm off on Monday, but I could have plans, but I'll keep you posted. But we'll definitely meet up at some point. And take it easy, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you to Kyle Wells for tuning in. Have fun with the Hindu on the bus. Thank you to Arsenal Alex. Thank you to the Assembled. Thank you to Al Sharma. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And enjoy the rest of your days. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care too, Alex, man. And keep fit, eh? Keep strong. Look after yourself. Make it easy, guys. Sooner or later, Arteta's going to be gone. Let's see what happens at the club. Arteta out. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.